great Barrett-Jackson moments are our charity moments. Steve has been instrumental in a couple of great Barrett-Jackson charity moments, and they both happened in Vegas. The first one when he sold his Fairlane, which was a very patriotic moment. I'll let Steve tell you about it, but he built that car. I was on the phone with Sam Pack, and one of our other office people were on the phone with Ron Pratt. So this lined up to be quite the battle. Steve was down there on the block. We handed out flags to everybody that were the bidders, and because it was going to our armed forces, somebody we really care about. The second moment that I'll let Steve cue up was after the tragedy in Vegas, and Steve donated his Shelby, and that was a really emotional moment because we were the first event to come back to Mandalay Bay just 2 weeks after that tragedy, where one of our great customers had lost a son there, and it was a moment that we needed to help heal Las Vegas. But part of these great Barrett-Jackson moments just take on a life of their own, right, Steve?
Absolutely, Craig. And one of the most important things that we do, aside from the obvious of producing the world's greatest collector car auctions, is generate not just dollars, but awareness for these amazing charities that we have across our block. And for me, particularly on a personal level, to Craig's point, the Fairlane was something very, very special. I had built that car, something I've always wanted to do, finished it, literally never drove the thing. And since I'm kind of the front man always out there, bid from your heart, not your wallet, I figured it was appropriate for me to really step up and kind of practice what I'm preaching all the time, and decided to go ahead and donate the car. Talked to Craig about maybe let's put it on tour for a year and we'll take it to Vegas. So the car actually went around the country until it actually sold in Las Vegas. But the moment in Vegas when it actually sold across the auction block was one of those moments in time where I can think back on that and still the hair on the back of my neck stands up. But I have the visual of that beautiful 64 red Fairlane Roush 427 powered bad boy rolling slowly onto the auction block. We have a Marine color guard leading it in, the entire audience erupting, standing on their feet, waving their flags, and just the moment itself, it seems like was frozen. And that snapshot in my mind is so significant and so representative of what we do at Barrett-Jackson, impact people in a positive way while we're doing something very, very important. We couldn't do what we do, I say it all the time, without our men and women in uniform and the sacrifice they make. So for us to be able to be in a position to do what we did there, selling the Fairlane, the bidding started, wow, what an exciting moment. Craig was actually on the phone with one of our top VIPs.
A Ford Collector.
Ford Collector, and we had another major VIP on the phone, battling it out, back and forth, and it finally sold an amazing $700,000, and that time was really just an incredible thing, is still to this day. But what was even more amazing, which really reinforces the power of Barrett-Jackson and what we do, is about 30 minutes after the car sold to my good friend Ron Pratt, he called me, and in all the chaos, I pick up the phone. He said, Steve, I'm giving you that car back, let's do it again in January. And I tell Craig we're gonna do it again in January. Well, lo and behold, can we capture lightning in a bottle twice? Mm-hmm. Fast forward, I believe Vegas was in October at that time.
It was October, January.
January, can we do it again? Fast forward, we're same Fairlane, the same color guard, the same American flags, the same excitement. $1 million, the hammer falls.
Went to Ted.
Went to Ted, our good friend in Louisiana. And to this day, he still drives that car. And once in a while, I get a video with the Jan and Dean music in the background, cruising and enjoying the car. So again, Barrett-Jackson, charity, armed forces, absolutely one of those moments for me. I'm so proud to be a part of it. The platform we've created is incredible.
425 is it. Hammer to get 450. Hammer to get 425. Hammer to get 450. Hammer to get 425. Hammer to get 450. Hammer to get 20, hammer to get 50, hammer to get 450.
Two phone bidders in action. That's Craig Jackson on the right, Jill Smith on the left.
It's a $75 is bid.
Hey, USA, 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 USA. Yes,
Now
make it happen.
500. He'll get 500. He'll get 500. He'll get 500. Hamilton 500. Hamilton 500.
Come on, guys.
500,000 dollars. Now 525. Hamilton 525. Hamilton 525.
Yes.
525 now. He'll get 550. 525. 550. Hamilton 550. Hamilton 550. Hamilton 550. Hamilton 550. Hamilton 550. Hamilton 550.
Absolutely unbelievable. Come on, guys. Spanky, this isn't...
625.
Wave those flags out there, guys. I haven't ate all day. I know you're going to
650, 625, 650, 625, 650, 625, 650, $650,000. Now 725, Hamilton 725, Hamilton 725, Hamilton 725, Hamilton 725, Hamilton 700, 725, Hamilton 725. Sold the car, ladies and gentlemen, for America. $700,000.
And the Fairlane was very special for all the reasons that we've talked about, but something even more sobering and incredible when we reflect back on it was my Super Snake that was donated to benefit the first responders as a result of that horrific tragedy at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. We had talked, Craig and I, and we had struggled with, how do we go into Vegas with the unknowns and all the things that had happened, because none of us really at that time had any idea what was going to happen. Yeah. We didn't know what the ramifications of this was going to be, because our event literally was on the doorstep of this tragedy. And we were going to be the first public event since the tragedy. The window was still boarded up where the shooter was. So again, we struggled with that a lot and figured, well, let's help heal the community. And for me and my family, and to being a part of the Barrett-Jackson family, I thought the Super Snake was the right move to donate that great car, because that car had roots in Las Vegas. I bought the car from Mark Fields, who was CEO of Ford, then had the car converted into a Super Snake there in Las Vegas, and we're better to sell it to benefit this incredible cause than Las Vegas.
And it was the Vegas first responders, and they all came up on the stage.
Absolutely. And we had the first responders, we had the color guard, we had all the excitement of the auction, but it was tempered in a way that was very unique and very sobering and really amazing when you think about it. Everything was almost like slow motion. Instead of the hectic excitement, roar of the crowd and the energy pushing, it was almost like everything became slow motion. The color guard, the car rolled in very quietly. We wanted to celebrate life while respecting the tragedy and all the unfortunate losses that had taken place. And a lot of those family members were part of our family. And looking on the front row was a chair that was empty, that was the son of one of our VIPs. Very, very difficult, emotional time for everybody. And one more time, Barrett-Jackson pulled out this amazing moment and took this tragedy and put it in perspective and celebrated life and the
live on TV, which we thought was very important to
Absolutely.
show everybody coming back to Vegas, everybody coming back together.
I think when the hammer dropped and the number was $1 million, the entire community of Las Vegas begin to heal. I really believe that.
Having Wayne Newton up there
Absolutely.
and having so many prominent figures of Las Vegas there for your moment, all of us together trying to help Vegas heal.
Absolutely, Craig, and I think that really was part of what our goal was, and that was a conversation we had a lot, was what can we do not only to help the first responders, which needs every bit of help that we could muster, but what can we do as part of the community, to help the healing process. And I think we really brought the community together. You know, everybody was walking around Vegas strong, and obviously there was a lot of other things going on by a lot of great people and forces that were helping the healing process. But I think that moment, to Craig's point, live on television with a spectacular car and the hammer dropping at $1 million really was that point where it really started to feel like we can get over this. We can survive this. We can make this better. We can learn from this horrible experience, and we can help the people that lost loved ones and the damage that was done heal in a way that the world could be a part of. And I'm so proud of that, and think that again
Same
was
here.
one of our magic moments.
Check it out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's so difficult to stand up here, and I'm going to try. It's very hard to even imagine what the families have gone through. Looking down there at that chair next to Carolyn and Hunter, we were used to seeing the days, incredible group of people, and they lost their son. And now here we are, and you know, all those victims, all the families, all the tragedy it represents, we're here today to celebrate life. Their spirit lives in each and every one of us. It's up to us to carry on. The Mandalay Bay is our home away from home. And again, the thing that separates us from the terror and the horrific thing that we all witnessed are the men and women represented by that honor guard and all this incredible group of people here. So now let's blow the lid off this place and give these people, God bless them, for what they do, because if it were not for them, we could not be here today doing what we do. God bless each and every one of you. Every day they leave their home, they put that badge on. They don't know if they're coming home. Their family sacrifices at Christmas, at Thanksgiving, the first day of school, the new baby. They put it all in the back of their mind because they serve each and every one of you. They deserve more respect. They're getting more respect here at Barrett-Jackson. God bless these men and women, and God bless America. And we're going to sell this incredible car. We're going to get this charity up here, Craig.
Yes. I want to thank all of you for being here. 3 weeks ago, people were calling, wondering whether we were going to do this. Absolutely. But you had to show up. So you should give yourselves a hand for sticking with us and sticking with them. Sorry, this is tough. Being the first show here in Vegas, we owe it to the world to show Vegas is strong. Steve?
Absolutely, Craig. And again, it's a very emotional moment, folks. The car is incredible. I was going to spend some time to tell you about the car, but just take it from me, Steve Davis, President Barrett-Jackson, car guy for life. This is an awesome car. But more importantly, what it represents. This will symbolize Vegas strong. This will symbolize America strong. This will symbolize the men and women, the first responders, their families, and what they do for us every day. That's what this car represents. That's what this country represents. God bless them and God bless America. We've got an incredible charity. I'd like to introduce a gentleman right now, and he's going to tell us all about the great charity. Lieutenant Alan Davidson. Lieutenant, please get up here and tell us about this incredible cause.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Injured Police Officers Fund, we are so grateful to have this opportunity, Steve, and thank you, Angie and Craig and Carolyn Jackson, for this opportunity, that all the money raised on this car is going back to our first responders, to the injured police officers, firefighters, paramedics, EMTs, and security officers all throughout Clark County that responded on that hateful day. So thank you guys very much, and let the bidding begin. Let's do it.
Rock and roll. This car symbolizes what we're all here to do, so bid hard. Bid from the heart, not from the wallet, and God bless each and every one of you being here. God bless the Mandalay Bay, our second home, and let's rock the house, please, please, for these ladies and gentlemen on the stage.
Go for it.
I'd hate to get down 40, paying how about a dollar, but to get down what do you guys want to pay? I'd hate to look in, I'd hate to get down 50, thank you, now 75, and 50,000 dollars, 75 and 100. I'd hate to get down 100,000 dollars, but to get down 100,000 dollars, but to get down 100 pound, now 150, 850 pound dollar, 200,000 dollars, and 200,000 dollars, but to get down 200,000 dollars, but to get down 250, 250,000 dollars, 250 pound, 300, 300,000 dollars, but to get down 350, 350, 350,000 dollars, 444. 400,000 dollars down, but to get down 450,000 dollars. 450. I'd had to get down 450 on him here. $500,000. $550,000 here. 550. $5.5 down, but to get down $600,000. $5.5. If you want $5.5 and $600 dollar, and $600,000 now 50. $650,000 now 700,000
And this thing's going crazy, Ron, so you don't need to do anything, buddy. Just thanks for calling.
800,000
Yeah, that's fantastic.
999. Just
Let me get back up there, buddy.
$1 million.
Yes.
$1 million.
Let me get back. What's that?
1 million two. I did get a 1,100,000.
I'll get her done. I'll call you back. Thanks, buddy.
$8,100,000. But I get $1 million more. And $1,100,000. I got $1 million bid and $1 million more. And $1 million bid and $1 million more. And $1,100,000. But I get everybody through.
God bless America. God bless our first responders, and God bless each and every one of you. Come on.
And ladies and gentlemen in Vegas, put your hands together.